Oh, what's up? So, I'm making some videos for the CS Help videos, because nobody wants to do it, except for Dylan, who says he wants to do it, but never did it. Alright, so, we're gonna do, like, Mirage smokes and shit today. So, basic, like, a smoke for, like, stairs, let's say. So, you're starting, you want to go A site. Jump up here. You look at this until... Why did it jump again? Until you're, like, in the middle. And then you aim there, and then you just bring it to the middle. Should land every time. As so. So, it's pretty simple, easy to remember. When you're like walking up, you just kind of want to line up your crosshair so you can get it fast. And then just aim right there. For a CT smoke one I sometimes do, but not very effectively, sadly, is you want to line this up with the wire right there, and then you can, I think that one works. I am not sure though. I think it's a little deep, but yeah, it's a little deep. Whatever, you know, I don't claim to be no pro, but I don't usually CT smokes, probably learn that one, to be fair. But for entering site, let's say they got that smoked off right there, and it's like, oh shit, I don't want to push that and get my ass blasted by some guy with an op. So what you want to do is you want to aim right here on the wall, throw your flash, it's gonna, oh shit, fuck that up. No, you want to land like right there. You want to aim right there on the wall, throw it, it's gonna land like right out here, flashing anybody that's looking triple, anybody that's looking there being a little fucktard, like trying to shoot you from a fucking dipshit spot. It'll flash anybody peeking you from default and anybody trying to op there. The only thing it won't get is anybody in jungle. So that's honestly like a really just a good flash to throw when you're just running, trying to get to A main, bounced off the wall, flash everybody, and you've got like a bunch of easy picks. Different spots to sit if you're like waiting for like a bomb defusal, let's say. So this is actually pretty common. If you're like waiting for somebody to come up like from mid, if you hear like a mid call and you know they're gonna come up connector, or like even snipers works. So they're gonna have to cross over here to get to site if bomb's planted there. So what you're gonna want to do is just sit right here and you just wait pretty much for anybody to cross. Another one, if they're sitting jungle or connector, is right here, because then you can hear them crossing over to your right. Just wait for them. Wait for them to try to go through there, and you can pick like an easy headshot. One I don't really recommend is sitting right here, because this is really a shit spot. Because it's really only a CT spot for if they're coming from A main or palace, and you want to be sneaky breaky and wait for them to defuse or plant, and then you come out and you cap some motherfuckers and defuse the bomb. Stairs for holding palace, obviously. This spot, actually, if you're coming up connector and you know somebody's in palace, this spot's actually kind of broke. So you just hop up on top of the box, and you've got clear line of sight right on in to palace. So let's go to B. Alright. So let's say we're coming up. So this is my usual B push. We're not gonna go down there. So when I'm running to try to get to B main, usually what I'm going to do is I look right there, I throw the smoke, it bounces off that pillar, and it lands right here, blocking that spot and window. The only problem you're going to have is when you're crossing, this is going to be wide open. So any guy in cat could shoot you, but, solution, you throw a flash off there, blinds the guy sitting there, and if there's a guy sitting here, he's also blind. And then you can jump onto truck, cap the guy on cat, cap the guy right here, and then you can plant easily. Usually, instead of jumping out towards Van, what I'll do that they don't usually expect, at least not in Nova and Silver, is I'll throw the smoke, I'll throw the flash out the window, and I'll jump out the window after the flash goes and cap them. The only problem that could possibly happen is, let's say there's a guy sitting right here and he turned and didn't look at the flash. Then you're pretty much dead if you jump out window. But 99.9% of the time, he's not fast enough to react to that. Something that actually works really well if you're trying to retake site from CT, is if you throw your smoke and you bounce it off of there, then you can actually cross over as long as there's nobody, like, if, let's say he's sitting bench here, and he's not going to hold, like, some weird fucking off angle. I don't know. You can get to site relatively easy, and then you can actually peek MBK. Or not MBK, is that what that's called? Oh, no, MBK is on fucking cash. I'm retarded. Or you can just circle all the way around. Good places to sit if somebody's like coming cat or you have people watching market is just this spot. Honestly, it's probably the most meta spot on the site. So you got a total blockage for walls. Alright. So mid smokes. Mid smokes and flashes and nades and shit. I haven't really showed nades. But so usually when I'm coming out, I'm gonna throw a smoke there, and then I'm gonna bounce a flash off the ground. It'll bounce high, and then if, let's say I didn't smoke that and somebody smoked it for me, I'll throw a smoke. Not there. I'll throw a smoke. Okay, line it up. I'm throwing smoke. Fuck me, dude. Alright. I'll throw a smoke and land in sniper's nest. There we go. So, I'm gonna throw the smoke in sniper's nest. I'm gonna move to my right. I'm gonna nade cat, because I'm afraid that fucker's gonna push me. That was a very good nade. And then, let's say my team wants to go connector. Flash connector, come up here, check corner, check corner, check corner. Come over here, probably shoot some fucker on stairs and get a good position here. You always want to be careful of jungle as well, because since you sniped, since you smoked snipers, he might rotate towards jungle and just say, fuck it, I'm not peeking mid. So, let's say you did a really shitty smoke there. So what you could do is, instead of nading cat, you could peek it here, probably kill the guy. Let's say you kill the guy on cap. And then you got the fucker in jungle peeking you. So you're going to want to nade him out. That'll hit him if he's sitting there, but not if he's sitting, like, here. And he'll be perfectly fine. Probably get, like, 1 damage. Yeah, so if you smoke snipers, just be aware that you're not going to be able to smoke jungle if you're coming around the corner. Obviously, because you're not going to have a smoke left. Alright, CT smokes. So, pretty much, let's say, I'm always sitting A site, so, smoke for A site. So, let's say Max, the all-knowing MG2 wannabe, has smoked your A main. You're gonna try to, like, okay. So you smoke Palace. You're gonna want to throw the smoke right in between these 2 steps. So right there and there. And you're gonna want to jump and underhand it, so that way it doesn't overthrow. It took me a while to get it right. I didn't realize you had to be this far back. But if you throw it from, like, let's say here, it's gonna bounce all the way down. So you want to make sure you don't fuck that up, or Max is gonna be on your ass. A main smoke's pretty simple. You just throw it right in the corner. Bounces real nice. That's actually a pretty deep one. Alright. Use that one if somebody's about to push it. If you got like a buddy with like a P90 about to wreck some anus. God, I can't help but throw a deep fucking... Stop throwing smokes! Alright, I give up on the... I don't throw that smoke. I don't throw that smoke anymore, so fuck it. Pretty useful flashbang. Let's say you smoked off A main and you smoked off Palace, but they're all in mid, and they're about to fuck your ass from fucking connector. Useful flash. Look at this lamp. Look up. Jump throw. Goes above your head. You peek around this corner. Peek that. Alright. Another flash for, let's say, fucking stairs. So, let's say there's people coming up Palace even though it's smoked. You throw it on that, like, ridge. You throw it on this ridge right here. Not on the stairs. If you throw it on the stairs, it's just gonna fucking come back at you and fucking blind you. So just kind of, like, run throw it so it gets some good height on it. Come out, and you get an easy peek onto Palace and A main. So, another flash. Let's say you're sitting in jungle and they're coming up connector, but they haven't boosted. Alright. So, you're sitting here, you're like, oh shit. Look at this line. Kind of come out an angle, throw it right there. It's gonna bounce out, and if there's anybody sitting here, he's gonna be flashed. Because if you throw it like right here, per se, this guy sitting in the corner, because there's definitely gonna be a guy sitting in that corner, is not gonna get flashed. Or the two guys having a little orgy session in this corner are not gonna get flashed. Smoke's pretty simple for this one. Just kind of whip it up there. That was a really shit smoke. I don't really throw a smoke there. Usually, actually that one's better. If you want somebody holding stairs with like a one-way. Yeah. So that's that. Smokes for B site. Damn. She shitted on my dick. Alright. Smokes for B site. So, I usually sit at good old bench if I'm playing B site. Usually what I do is you want to aim at this little window. This is for smoking deep into apps. You want to aim right there, toss it. It might hit right there. So that's good if they're gonna push out here and you still want your friend sitting right here to be able to like peek and shoot, but you still want cover. But an actual like deep smoke, you want to move your cursor a little bit to the left, and it's going to go way deeper into apps. Like, I'm talking like all the way back there. And then usually, what I'll do to follow that up is I'll just whip a fucking nade through that gap. What you're really aiming for is just to not hit that, because that thing's a bitch. And your grenade will probably nade anybody that's fucking sitting on goddamn... If you got a teammate sitting right here, and you whip a nade, and you fucking miss, and hit like right there per se, it's gonna nade the shit out of them. So just be careful with that one. Counter flashes. Let's say you're sitting right here and somebody did the flash that I just showed you on B site. Just fucking whip it in there. Come over here. They're probably gonna aim right there. It's pretty easy. You just move a little bit to the left. They're gonna expect you to be on this right side. So anytime you hear them and they flash, what you're gonna want to do is come out backwards and move right here, because they're not gonna expect you here. They're probably gonna jump over you, go to site or some shit, and they're just not gonna see you. Useful smokes for coming out cats. Honestly, just whip one at the ground right there. It's gonna land right at this arch, so you actually have some cover if you want to move here and actually like try to jiggle peek and get picks. If you don't want to do that one, but you've already managed to get yourself all the way up, it's just underhand one if you have time right there. Then you can move around to either side if you want. You have options for how to take the site. Let's say there's a guy sitting van and there's a guy sitting bench. You're going to want to come around this side. Get like, there's a little angle right here. You can like see his brainsicle. Shoot his fucking head off. Come over here. And usually, I wouldn't peek bench from here. This is, unless you're on T side coming to site and there's somebody sitting here and you have no other option but to go apps. If you're on CT and you're trying to retake this per se, I would sit right here and try to like either wall bang him, or if he's peeking right here, just hit that little spot and he's gonna fucking get domed in like 10 seconds. But oh shit, I didn't really talk about any underpass strats. So underpass, if you're on CT side, you're holding cat, what you're gonna want to do is throw a little smokerino down, but put it like there, so like it's some safety, you know. If you can't quite land it there, just remember you're trying to hit it there and bounce it off there. So like throwing it there works every time. You're just trying to aim kind of for like this little like whiter spot, like below that. Anyways, so what you're gonna want to do is you got people coming underpass, you throw that smoke, you jump up here, and you just get on top of this and you look down. And they're gonna peek looking either there or they're gonna be looking at connector. So you're gonna have some really easy picks coming out. Another thing, if they're already out underpass, what you're gonna want to do is first off smoke underpass again, because they're probably not all gonna be out at once, and you're gonna want to like crouch, but like also you're gonna want to like peek gradually, especially if you got like an SMG. If you're on like a save round, it's easy picks because you're able to limit your pick to at least one person, or limit your peek to at least one person. So let's say they're all like sitting like down here, like there's some fucker sitting there, there's a guy there, and there's a guy like somewhere right there. So if you crouch, they can't see you here. That guy, his head might be poking out, but I don't think he can see you. No, he can't, because he's only as tall as that thing. So if you're crouching, he can't see you. You can pick that guy, quickly pick that guy, and then shoot that guy there. If you're crouching. If you're standing up and doing that, you're fucking dead. Just being honest. Other spots to sit if you're holding CT on B really are just like these spots. These are honestly really cheeky because you can get some good picks. But let's say you smoked deep like you did before back there. You could actually like move up really slowly, and if you can hear them pushing, get into this corner, into the smoke, they won't see you. They'll walk right past you every time. Especially at our rank. They're not gonna check that corner. Unless you got some Smurferino looking like fucking Childish Gambino. Yeah. So, oh, retake from markets. I don't think I really talked about anything. Oh, I did. I talked about that smoke. When you're coming out of market and you're trying to check corners, usually what I do is I check this close one. All right, that's clear, and then usually there's a guy there. You just pre-fire him. That smoke's not gonna be there, but he's gonna be sitting in that corner thinking he's so fucking smart, but he's not. And then usually, actually, the first angle I'll peek is like right here, because there's a guy that usually sits cat at our rank. Let's be honest. So yeah, and then you're gonna get to like this point, or you're gonna get to like here probably, and this fucker's gonna try to peek you, or the guy at Van's gonna try and peek you. Just be careful of that. Just pre-aim or pre-fire if you hear him. Usually people sit in this tight corner. I'd just pre-fire it if I were you. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got from Mirage. If you got any other maps you want me to do, just for like strats and shit, and like where to sit, just message me. That's pretty much it. Alright. That's good. I like it.